Today we're going to talk about something unique. We're going to talk about Ibrahim Traoré, man. This is something that we probably should have been talked about. Now's the fucking time, man. This man is blowing up right now. They hating on him on Twitter. They hating on him in IRL. They hating on him in his own country. They hating on him outside of his country. The man's huge, bro. That's because he is ripping away the colonization that has been tearing through Africa for hundreds of years now, bro. It's been about 200 years now that the West has been consistently stealing their resources, consistently destroying their people, destroying their entire way of life, their culture, the narrative, destroying them. There's been a leader rising up there, man. It's been Ibrahim Traoré, bro, and the other leaders that are within Mali and Niger. Actually, you can see the map right here, actually. These are the three countries right here. Y'all may not know a lot about these three countries. These countries actually have significant history. There's a lot that's happened during these last 2 years. It's been pretty massive. Yeah, I think y'all should pay attention to it if you haven't, but like, it's very big news. There's been a leader named Ibrahim Traoré. He's been leading this whole movement, man. There was recently a global protest that was going on in support of this guy all over Earth, man. But I'm glad to finally see, that there are people stepping up, because it's time for our people to step up, man. It's been too much BS for the last 200, 300 years, man. It's been too much, man. This is what I like to see, man. Instead of all the excuses and all the talking, oh, we're gonna do this one day.
All the BS.
Yeah, all what I'm saying, we're actually rising up and actually taking action, man. And I'm glad it's happening, man. It's happening in the Sahel mainly right now, but it's also happening in a few other countries in Africa. Anyways, Ibrahim Traoré to reclaim Burkina Faso's gold mines from foreign control after failed coup attempt.
In the heart of West Africa, a quiet revolution is taking shape, one that may redefine how a nation taps into its golden wealth. Burkina Faso, a country long known for its rich deposits and troubled political landscape.
Yeah, if y'all don't know already, Burkina Faso has massive amounts of resources, mainly including gold and uranium, of course. I'm not sure what the other ones are, but I know gold and uranium are rich in that region. But, they actually recently kicked out the French. Pretty big news. Not recently, but,
a couple years back.
Yeah, a couple years back, but they've also been making other advances.
Free childbirth, free schooling from preschool all the way up to college, throughout every single college, free housing.
It's huge, man. And taking back their own gold, you know what I'm saying? It's massive.
All known for its rich gold deposits and troubled political landscape, has launched an ambitious push to nationalize more of its industrial mining sector. And if Prime Minister Jan Emmanuel Ouedraogo's latest announcement is any indication, this is only the beginning. In a nationally televised speech earlier this week, the Prime Minister declared that the country will expand state control over foreign-owned mines.
Yeah, man, that's needed, man. We need our own, bro. We need our own resources, man.
His words echoed across
the our own countries and into on a global stage.
Unsettling.
We need to have a global. We need to have a
citizens.
We need to have a say on the global stage, bro. World stage.
Little to show for it.
Absolutely.
Burkina Faso will be the country that gets us that shit, bro.
In Burkina Faso, not just the consequences that the population suffers.
Yeah, it's going to create more jobs, more wealth for our people. Black people are going to have a bigger say on the world stage. That's what we need, man.
A newly created state-owned mining enterprise tasked with acquiring stakes in strategic mining projects. In just months,
I know working in them mines be tough, though. I'm not gonna cap. I know that shit be rough, boy.
Everybody's saying that we getting that testosterone. Straight got that.
Yeah. Y'all be surprised how much muscles y'all can build with just a shovel, man. I'm about to dig a hole this summer, bro, and I'm gonna show y'all. That shit boosts testosterone like a motherfucker, bro. Come out.
At the heart of this push is gold. Gold prices have skyrocketed over 25%.
Yeah, like a motherfucker.
Driven by geopolitical volatility and unpredictable trade policies under U.S. President Donald Trump.
This is my opinion on Trump so far, man. Over-fucking-rated, man. His last term was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna keep it a buck, this term, so far, it seems pretty overrated. But I can't, am I gonna say is if it's successful or not? We can't really determine that. It's only been 6 months. But in these 6 months, I'm expecting maybe more, you know what I'm saying? Within just, 6 months being in office. But I don't know, man. And he's also backed down from China, you know what I'm saying? He backed down from the tariffs, which somehow majority of people don't know about that. He backed down from the tariffs with China, bro. absolutely say he bowed to China, bro. That's insane, right? It shows you where China's at. And then all of America's quote unquote friends are threatening. Trump has somehow turned the entirety of Europe against him. Trump has turned Denmark against him like a motherfucker. Trump is also friends with scammy presidents like the president of Argentina, bro. Scammed his entire fucking, all of his supporters. Scammed his entire supporters with a fucking Bitcoin, bro, or with a fucking cryptocurrency, bro. What is that shit, man? He's even turning Japan against him. Even Japan recently, like
Japan and South Korea.
Yeah, I think, but there was some shit Japan said like today or yesterday. They said that they're like turning against U.S. policy or something like that. Like, and South Korea said some shit like that. And the very first thing you see is like, threatened by Trump's tariffs, Japan walks a delicate tightrope between the U.S. and China. But if we're gonna keep it a buck, bro, Japan at some point is absolutely gonna have to bow to China. Mm-hmm. They're right beside China, bro. They're right beside them.
Right there.
Yeah, they're literally right on their border. But the thing is, and if they don't bow to China, Japan's gonna get destroyed by China in the future, bro. China's gonna fucking straight destroy their fucking country, bro. Because Japan, you know, you can look it up, but the shit that Japan did to China in the past, let's just say the Chinese never forgot. Talk about U.S. rejected Japan's exemption from reciprocal tariffs.
As if that's their damn mothers telling them that they can't go outside, or child asks them to go outside, they say no.
Well, it is. I've been telling you the U.S. controls Japan, bro.
But I also saw a thing talk on Twitter before I left that issue, talking about how like America has a kill switch on Japan. So say for example, like they have that prepared for the day Japan turns on the U.S. and goes with China and North Korea and all that shit. Yeah. Then they just press one button, everything just turns off.
I believe that shit.
Yeah, I believe that is true. People talk, oh, that's propaganda. But it's like, bro, like,
that ain't
like nothing you see today, 2025, the last 5-10 years, absolutely nothing is coincidence in this life anymore, bro. They'll tell you that it's not real because your ass don't got no damn IQ. For the people that have IQ and know what's going on, that shit is very real.
Yeah, it is. Japan's economy is actually crashing because of the United States too, which is insane.
Top an estimated 70 plus tons of annual gold potential. The math is simple. Sovereignty equals revenue. Despite grappling with a brutal Islamist insurgency since 2015, Burkina Faso produced over 57 tons of gold in 2023, making mining one of its most vital economic engines. Yet much of that wealth has historically flowed to foreign companies, with Canada's IAMGOLD and Australia's West African resources limited among the top players. But that era may be ending.
They also have a place in Australia. I think it's like a city called Gold Coast.
Mining code, putting local suppliers
and
of the expertise at the
forefront. I thought that was a region.
The new legislation not only
Gold Coast, Queensland,
but introduced incentives for artisanal mining and mandated reinvestment into the
do they got gold in Australia?
The government also announced
the creation of already know why they have that shit, bro.
First national gold reserve.
How they get that shit?
A symbolic and strategic move to ensure long-term fiscal stability.
Ghana, Gold Coast, Queensland.
Close to the Prime Minister emphasized that the ongoing reforms go beyond mere economic changes, describing them as
stealing their shit.
National pride, self-determination.
They said we're the ones obsessed with them. Just it's them not obsessed. Like, come on, bro.
Burkina Faso's shift has drawn comparisons with fellow Sahelian states Mali and Niger, both of which have also pivoted away from Western influence in favor of partnerships with Russia and China. In fact, Burkina Faso recently granted a major industrial mining license to Russian firm Nord Gold.
Yo, I don't know what it is about seeing him with Putin, bro. It's just so funny how like short Putin is, but like how powerful he actually is. Like it's just like it's
short, and then how compared to his height, he's tall as shit.
Yeah, he's like fucking 9 foot. They kind of the U.S. kind of makes Russia not seem so powerful, but Russia's actually extremely powerful. That's why it's still a superpower to this day. Like they say, oh, Russia lost superpower status after USSR. No.
They still have that shit.
They have nuclear bombs. They're absolutely like,
basically call that shit a superpower if you have nukes.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And if America can't fuck with you, bro, like, come on now.
Now imagine these three countries having nukes.
Nah, that shit would be crazy.
Now you would essentially call them a superpower too, despite them not being like developed like that.
I mean, would you call Pakistan a superpower?
In terms of
really.
what?
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That's actually my exact point.
So it's not about the nukes.
Yeah, I don't really think so. I think like you can have nukes, but if your economy ain't right, then you can more than easily lose that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if your military ain't right too. Like, okay,
Yeah.
nukes is one thing, but then
Yeah.
you got to know when to be able to use that. Actually, you got to be
Yeah.
able to know to play the cards right when it comes. Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
That's how I'm thinking. But like, either way though, these countries need nukes. Either way, like they need that.
Following two military coups in 2022, the country's relationship with France and other
Macaroni.
Western nations deteriorated rapidly.
Macaroni,
Today,
slackaroni, bro.
Russian flags are more common than French in some
Bro,
parts of Hawaii.
Macron look like one of them. Like, hold on, can I show him again?
22. The country's relationship.
He look like one of them dudes that be on Twitter talking about like white people are like superior. Look at the Romans. Like this is like one of them dudes, like one of them little incel white guys.
Yeah.
Like that be talking about, oh, white guys are superior, but they're the white guys that are not superior, talking about white men are superior. But they're
of their people.
Yeah, but they're the bottom feeders of the Europeans. Whilst the top of the top Europeans are actually succeeding like a motherfucker.
They recently came out with a statement talking about Africa is not ready to develop. Without us, how will they be able to continue?
Some of the most racist shit you will ever hear in your fucking
Africa is not ready to develop. Because I was literally just saying, I said Africa's a little boy,
Bro.
and then Macron's the goddamn father saying when a little boy has to go outside Africa, and then Macron the father's like, no, you can't go outside. There's still work you must complete.
Yeah, it's like nah, bro. It's like nah, bro. They kicked you out, buddy. you didn't kick them out of they kicked you out, buddy.
They're the father now. You are the son.
Yeah, you are the son. They've grown old enough. You're the son now.
They're ready.
They kicked your ass out. They also kicked America out. They kicked you out. So don't get it twisted, fam.
Relationship with France and other Western nations deteriorated rapidly. Today, Russian flags are more common than French in some parts of Ouagadougou.
Which, here's the thing, man. Like, look, like Russia's doing great things, right? But it need to be y'all before anyone. It need to be y'all before anyone. So I don't think Russian flag. Like, look, I just think it need to be y'all before anyone. Like, I'm not saying y'all shouldn't support Russia at all. Like, absolutely, but like, it need to be y'all before everybody. I mean, it need to be y'all's nationalism before anyone else's, in my opinion.
Security cooperation and mineral partnerships with Moscow have filled the vacuum left by the West.
Grant them the gold mining company and then give them the jets, give them the commandos, give them the intelligence, train the soldiers, the elite soldiers of that. What's his name? That the boy has, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And regulatory uncertainty. But for many Burkinabe citizens, it's a welcome change, one driven by necessity, not ideology. Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso, has embarked on a path of economic and political reforms aimed at restoring national sovereignty and reducing foreign influence. Notably, his administration has taken steps to nationalize
Crazy how popular
key
this man
industries,
became.
including the mining sector, to ensure
This is
that
what,
the
like, the most
country's
popular man
natural
on earth right
resources
now.
benefit its citizens.
Yeah.
He has also fostered closer ties with non-Western nations, such as Russia, while distancing Burkina Faso from former colonial.
Really shows you how influential our people are. Like, he's already one of the most popular men on earth right now. Really shows our influence, man. Like,
So people try to say we don't got no damn influence at all.
yeah, and he
Bottom
people be
influence.
saying that.
But then I ain't gonna lie to you, I have been seeing people like admitting that okay, we got the influence, but then you just gotta have the shit that we got to show for it to be able to add on to that. You know what I'm saying?
So the influence plus, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, influence plus the power and the military power.
Yeah.
The countries, the economies, the cities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it is just crazy how like it's really funny, like the spiritual of this shit, like the spirituality of this shit, how easily a black man can become so influential so easily, easily, like it just makes no it actually, it's not that it makes no sense, but it's spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Like how easily a black man can become so influential, like so easily, even just within his own community. You don't even gotta be that known. Like, it's just like for somehow, you know, people just start moving like us. They just watch us. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always watching us, always want to move like us. Like, y'all gotta like see that shit, man. Like,
get inspired.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting here seeing that shit as an insult, cultural appropriation.
Oh man, bro.
Like, come on.
Like here's the thing, like, bro.
If they really hated your ass, if they really hated your ass, they wouldn't want nothing to do with your shit.
Like you. They wouldn't do nothing. They wouldn't do nothing. They wouldn't even look at you. If they disliked you, they wouldn't even look at you.
They wouldn't even look at you. They wouldn't even look at your ass, and they walk around your ass every single goddamn time you try to walk past them.
Yeah, exactly. So it shows our influence, man. Like black people are just an easily influential type of people. Like we just influence very easily. I don't know what it is. Once again, it's a spiritual thing. Like it's a spiritual thing. But black people anywhere on earth are just we just influence others, and others are always watching us. And when people are watching you, that shows a level of admiration. It doesn't matter if they hate you or love you. If they're watching you, that is admiration. It doesn't matter if it's hateful. Doesn't matter if it's out of love. It's admiration either way. There's a thin line between hate and love. That's why they say that. That's why they say there's a thin line between hate and love.
Its citizens. He has also.
So people always have an opinion about black people and black culture. All around the world, people have an opinion about it. And that's because they just can't get away from it. It's just so influential, so easily influential. And just this one black man, Ibrahim Traoré, he's not even leader of a super big country. Like Burkina Faso is relatively small compared to other countries in Africa. And on top of that, it's just like in the Sahel region in Africa. Like it's one of the most least known regions in the world. You know what I'm saying?
It's just mad landlocked.
Yeah. It's landlocked. And it's in the Sahara. But somehow this black man from the Sahara, from the deserts, bro, became one of the most influential people on earth. Well, I'm not saying Burkina Faso is a desert. It's a dry land actually. But like still, like a black man from a dry land becoming one of the most influential men on planet Earth. That should tell y'all something, man.
Gotta wake up, bro.
With non-Western nations such as Russia, while distancing Burkina Faso from former colonial powers.
Yeah, he's been largely successful with it.
Including ongoing.
Gotta be a very smart motherfucker.
Jihadist insurgents and criticism over human rights concerns. Traoré maintains significant domestic support.
See, they say our people aren't smart, but he's somehow outsmarting the entire West right now.
Somehow.
But they say our people are low IQ, right?
They also try to talk about, if it weren't for the Russian, or for the Eastern European white man or the Asian man, that you wouldn't have done it. But either way, he did it before they came in the first place. So
I mean, if it weren't for Africans, y'all wouldn't be rich at all.
Yeah, let's keep it a buck.
So I can apply the same logic to you and your stolen wealth. So just because we're utilizing other people to gain our fucking success doesn't mean shit. Y'all have done the same thing.
Traoré's tenure
changed the fucking globe.
Shift in Burkina Faso's political landscape as he seeks to redefine the nation's trajectory through assertive governance and a focus on national pride and autonomy. So, how far will Burkina Faso go? Will more resources be seized and nationalized? Will international arbitration slow the momentum? Or will this resource nationalism spark a domino effect across Africa's mineral-rich yet revenue-starved nations?
Seems like it's doing it in a few of them so far.
What do you make of Burkina Faso's move to nationalize more industrial mines? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments.
So far, he is shown to be a man that a lot of black men need to look up to, man, because a lot of us is down bad right now. We need to look up to people like this, man.
Take his example, take how he moves, take his masculinity, and apply that to us over here.
Facts. Y'all want to talk about real black masculinity? Ibrahim Traoré is the definition.
It's the pivot.
The very pinnacle pivot definition of that shit, bro. Y'all need to start moving like him, man. That's why I want to make a video about it. I don't even care if this shit don't get crazy views, man. It's something that certain people need to learn about. Certain people need to know. It is what it is, man, because a lot of people be trying to act like we ain't really doing nothing on the global stage. We've been doing shit for the longest time, bro. So it is what it is, man. And there's a lot of us who ain't, and them the ones that need to really change your fucking ways. Stop using the N-word. Stop looking up to these rappers and these influencers who are all getting exposed for being bro. Like, y'all need to stop looking up to them, bro. All of them getting exposed, bro. All of them. Stop looking up to them. Looking up to Diddy, looking up to Jay-Z, looking up to Kent. Like, bro.
Looking up to Cardi, Destroy Lonely. Like, what the hell, bro?
Come on.
What the hell, bro?
How are y'all looking up to Playboy Cardi before looking up to Ibrahim Traoré? Anyways, man, that was the video, man. Y'all need to look into this guy if y'all don't know about him already. He's one of the most popular men on the planet right now. More, yeah, and if not men, one of the most popular black men on the planet right now. He's really doing this thing. It's trending everywhere right now, especially right now. Y'all need to look into him, man. Y'all need to start moving like people like him. This is a motivation to the earth, man. That's all I gotta say, man. This man is a motivation to every leader to ever exist. That was great for the planet, man. He's a motivation to every man that should be existing right now. This man's doing great things. We need people like this, man. We need more people like this. Like, not even just leaders. We need more people like this, especially in North America. Everyone here is egotistical and corrupt and disgusting human beings, man. Worried about the dollar and that's it. But this man's doing for his people, doing for his civilization, doing for his ancestors. Where are people like this that have actual morals and actual honor, man? Yeah, man. Like and subscribe. Hope you like this video, man.